What does building off of your 24 season look like?
Yeah, there's always room for improvement. Whether it's small or big. I'm trying to just gain more knowledge. Physically, one specific thing is I'm trying to make more explosives for myself. And that just comes from working and being in the lab and watching film with Coach Pat.
When you say explosive, do you feel like you're faster today than you were 6 months ago? Or?
Yeah, probably a little small. You'll notice a small difference, but yeah, I feel like I got a little faster.
What would have been your first impressions of Pat?
Love him. I've heard nothing but good things before he came in, and it held par. He's a great dude, and he's got a lot of knowledge.
Does it feel like the system or what he's teaching you is kind of in line with what Fence did? Or?
Yeah, very similar. I mean, Fence coached him when he was playing ball, so you kind of see some similarities. But you get a new perspective with the new coach, and I'm just trying to take it all in because maybe there's something Fence taught and Pat will teach it another way, and I can kind of build on top of both of them.
Yeah.
I know you guys all, the room loved Coach Fence. Does it make the transition easier knowing that, Pat, played for Coach Fence?
Yeah, 100%. Fence spoke very highly of him. I had a good relationship with Fence, so to hear that, it kind of just, it was good to hear, and we all accepted him with open arms.
What's it feel like catching a ball from Malik Murphy? Feel any different than other quarterbacks, or is there? I mean, do quarterbacks have a different feel when you're catching a ball from him, or is it just a football in your hands?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a different feel. Malik got a little bit more zing on his ball. He's got a hell of an arm, but so does Bari and Collins getting there too.
If a guy throws, if you know a guy's throwing hard, is there some things you got to do to prep for that over the course of the season? Or?
Nah, warm your hands up, but your hands better be warm if you're a receiver. But there's nothing to change.
This time last year, you still had the 28 on, where kind of the walk-on who's looking to make a big name, and this year you're kind of one of the top dogs in the room. What's it kind of the last year been like for you? What's it meant to you?
Yeah, last year was a blessing. All glory goes to God. But I still have that mentality that someone's right behind me trying to take my spot, just like I was last year. So I always have to improve and always have to be on my toes.
There was, when the season ended last year, there's obviously some consideration to look into the portal. What led you to decide to stay here?
Oregon State. I mean, all I knew about college football was Oregon State growing up. Coach Bray, I loved. At the time, I had a really good relationship with Fence. I was in no rush to leave Coach Fence. And then just overall the guys and the culture of Oregon State. This is where I wanted to be in, and ultimately I made a decision to stay, and I'm happy about it.
Yeah.
So talk a little bit about the culture. You spoke with our Spencer Newell recently, and you talked about the culture of guys helping you when you were young. You're a veteran now. Coach McCann talked about he was impressed with the culture. What do you guys do as a receiver group or as a team in general to bring these younger guys up?
Yeah, I mean, it's how you hold yourself. We kind of got to teach the young guys that how you walk around and who you are as a person. I mean, everyone on the campus looks at you because you're a football player, so it's part of that. And then it's also when you're taking reps, there's always little things that we can fix on the little guys that then they can carry over. Just like how Anthony Gould and all them would critique me, I'm trying to do the same critiques because you see it in the young guys.
There aren't a ton of positions on offense that are returning the majority of the starters. You guys are 4 deep with Taz, yourself, and et cetera. What's it going to mean to have the top of that room all back together this season?
Yeah, I mean, the receiver room went from the least amount of experience last year to the most. So now we got to take a leadership role, whereas last year we were kind of just jumped in the water and ran with the Bulls. But this year we got to kind of take that next step and lead the whole offense.
Trent, it seems like just sense of urgency and organizationally, things are just at a more click this spring. Why you choose just that natural growth just from last year and familiar in the system?
I think we still got that bad taste of all those losses. So, I mean, we can't do the same thing that we did last year. And obviously we're all more familiar with the offense and guys are more familiar with Coach Bray. And so it's a combination of we want to change how the season was last year, and then we're just more familiar with everything.
Was it a bit easier kind of going through spring when the quarterback depth is kind of already set for you guys as receivers?
Yeah, we try not to pay too much attention to that. I mean, they're going to compete, we're going to compete. No rules really set.